and just did a bit of general looking around. Now I've made it to the quail pen. All this doesn't take me too long, by the way. In the mornings it's generally half an hour of walking around and doing a few things, and then I'm out of here, collect the eggs. And speaking of eggs, there was 5 quail eggs here this morning down the back of the pen there, which is surprising because we're coming into winter and the days are shorter. Quail lay, well, they don't necessarily go off the lay because it gets colder. They go off the lay because the days get shorter. And this is good for quail because it gives them, with such a little bird, and they lay almost like a chicken, an egg every day, it takes a lot out of them, so they tend to go and have a good rest over the winter break. The different types or different breeds of quail. My quail tend to be a lot of different breeds, so when I'm showing you the specific breeds or different breeds of quail, there's probably several others that I'm going to miss, and feel free to mention them down below. Some of mine will be mixed up slightly, but I'll just do my best to show you as close as I can to the purebred varieties that you can get. Alright, let me go around the pen and see how many examples or different breeds of quail I can find that I'm actually keeping. Okay, let's start with the common browns. So the common brown quail, they've got the stripe, typically the stripe on the heads. This is a male, and you can see the collar. See the brown collar there around it? And this is the female, still has the stripes and the common brownness. They're quite the same, except she's got some spots on her breast. If they flap, you just leave them go, and they tucker themselves out. They get away on you. She's got spots on the chest. See that? So that's the female and that's the male. So you can tell them apart just by looking at them. These are the common brown. They're the original of the species. Okay, these two look very similar. You could probably be forgiven for calling them both Tibetans. This one on the right here is probably more Tibetan. It's darker, it's got a smoky type plumage, whereas the one on the left here is probably more a cinnamon, a red golden cinnamon, because it's, I don't know if you can see as much, but it's more of a reddish type colour. See the difference there? This one here has got a little bit of white in it. But yeah, one on this side here I would say is a cinnamon, and this one a more Tibetan. This one here is a tuxedo. You see you've got the white at the front, and then like a tux, the white at the front, and then you've got the darker colours at the back and the sides. See if I can pronounce it a little bit more. But yeah, it looks like it's wearing a tux. Quite a nice, nifty, attractive looking Cortnix quail. Here's a snowy or an Italian type breed. It's a light brown, sort of spots all over it. Close to a fawn type breed. But yeah, light brown, white through it, and spotty or snowy. Very close to that last one, the Italian, is this silver, where it almost looks like the common brown, but they're more pronounced. Some of the silvers are a lot more pronounced than this one, but this one's close to the silver. It's just a lighter brown of the Cortnix, and it's sort of like a mix between the Italian or the snowy and the common brown, but it's just a silver, more of a silver coat. This one here is a fawn. This is a male. You can see a beautiful dark collar there, but you got the fawny colour, the brown. Same on the wings. This one's quite feisty. Very handsome looking male. And finally we have the A&M. This is a male, and this one is almost completely pure white. White everywhere. There's well, there's not even any white patch on the back of his head. Most A&Ms have a signature little, or not white patch, so they have a signature little brown spot on the top of the head. But this fella is a pure white all over. Not a little bit of brown anywhere on him. So there you go. The Texas A&M. Beautiful bird. And the best eating too. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video on the different breeds of Courtney's quail. I was glad that I had quite a few here to be able to show you the different types. Sure, they weren't all purebreds, but I think you got the idea of the different types that you can get. The main thing is that they're pretty much all the same, except for the A&M, which is slightly different.